Hi, it's me, Jaha Zainabu. I hope that you are well. I hope that you are loving your life and loving yourself. Today, I am showing you some art. Check out these photos. I hope that you like it. This is some of the art that I have available now. Some of them actually were recently sold, but I don't know. Today, I just wanted to show some art and talk about art and painting. Um, Mostly I don't even call myself a painter. I don't call myself. I call myself an artist. I'm a storyteller. So I tell stories with. I tell stories with a paintbrush. I tell stories with a camera. I tell stories with a pen. I tell stories with the way that I dress, way I wear my hair. I'm a storyteller. Um, let's see. I use, regarding painting, I use usually acrylic. I love the texture. If you look at the photos, you'll see I love the texture of acrylic. I love how it moves. I love the way it feels. I love how thick it is. I love really vibrant colors. If I were to describe myself as a painter, I'd say my art is like a child's art. I love how innocent and free children are when they create in art, and that's what I love. I paint really bold, use really bold lines. That's what I like. Um, they say that painters paint themselves. And I'm not sure how true that is, but I do see a lot of myself in the faces that I paint. Maybe that's true because I don't know, the face that we see the most is ours, is our own. Um, so maybe that is true. But I paint. I just love painting. It relaxes me. I feel at peace in art. I like all of it. I like the messy of painting. How some people describe cooking is how I describe painting, or the peace that they get from cooking. I never got peace from cooking. That is not that is not my ministry. I never got peace from it at all. Actually, lately, I've taken to making soup in my crock pot. It's a new thing, and I find peace in that. But for the most part, no, I do not find peace in the everyday of cooking. No, but I do find peace in painting. Um, I love spreading out my canvases and setting up my paint and just kind of going at it. I paint to sometimes movies. Um, Maybe I'll binge I don't know, some series on Netflix or Hulu, and I'll paint to that. Um, some Law and Order marathon or Criminal Minds marathon, and I'll paint to that. There's something about I like words. I like the sound of people talking. I love listening to music, but it is not what I paint to. I listen to other artists or other painters and hear that they like to paint to maybe put on jazz or some just whatever their favorite genre of music is, and that is how they create best. But that is not for me. I mean, I use music to sometimes to sleep or when I drive, but when I paint, I like conversation. I like to listen to conversation. Also a poet, some of you know, and there is something about words, and not that there's not not that there aren't words in music, but there's something about the conversation that I enjoy listening to while I'm painting. So for me, it's a good movie, or a good series. That's what it is for me when I paint. So yeah, so that's that. I also paint murals, and I love large scale. When I remember when I first started getting, I guess, serious about painting, like maybe I was in my I was in my I guess mid to late 20s. But I've always loved to paint and I've always loved to draw. Um, I don't draw so much anymore, but painting, is kind of my thing. But when in my mid 20s, when I was kind of getting serious about painting, um, it was quite a challenge for me to paint small scale, like small, um, like 8 by 10 is probably the smallest that I'm comfortable paint canvas I'm comfortable painting on. But I see artists doing amazing things on really small canvases, like 4 by 6, 4 by 4 even, and that that's a special that's a special talent, and I don't have actually, or maybe I have it, and I don't know. It's not what I enjoy though. I enjoy pretty large scale art, and so I enjoy painting murals. Back in let's see, the mid to late 90s, I used to paint murals all around LA, in coffee shops, some schools, homes, but coffee shops was my thing. And I would paint, and some of them, a lot of them, I did for free, um, just to get myself or my name out there as a painter or as a muralist. And I just really enjoyed it. And one of my murals actually from that time is still standing. It's at a school, and that was not even late 90s. That was, let's see, 2005. I did a mural at a school my son was attending in Long Beach, and that mural is still standing and in pretty good shape, which is very interesting. So it's what school was that? Signal Hill Elementary, and so that was a good time. But I did. So I painted murals in like so many coffee shops, and like in the bathrooms. That's what I used to do. I used to paint murals in the bathrooms. Um, yeah. So that was kind of my thing. And then in almost every apartment or home I lived in, I painted murals. And no, I did not paint over them when I moved, because I felt like, you know, you're welcome. um, so note to future to painters, uh, that's not the best way to get your security deposit back. They don't feel they don't feel gifted, but that's what I did. Oddly, I don't have any murals in the place where I live now. So maybe that's coming. I don't know. Um, so I have wall space for it, but right now I have so much art up that I'm not sure that I have space for it or not. Anyway, um, check out the video, and I don't know, enjoy yourselves. If you are interested in seeing more of my art, I post I post all of my available art every Monday on Facebook and Instagram, and once a month I post the first of the month, or the first Monday of the month, excuse me. I post my available art on my blog, and my blog is Jaha's World at what is it? jahasworld.blogspot.com. So that's JAHASWORLD, Jaha's World dot blogspot, BLOG, blogspot, SPOT.com. And my Facebook is maybe Jaha Zainabu. And my Instagram, I know that my Instagram is Jaha0903. That's JAHA0903. That's my birthday, by the way. So if you feel like sending some birthday love and buying a birthday a birthday painting, you are more than welcome. So check me out. Check out the work. Yeah, I've been pretty consistent. So I've been posting my work on Facebook and Instagram for quite a long time. And, you know, um, I mean, I enjoy it. I enjoy people's responses to my work. Um, I enjoy the stories that I tell with my art. And I'm not, I mean, my training, I never really took art classes. I'm not trained like that, but I know that it is something that I love and it is something that I enjoy, and other people seem to enjoy it as well. You know what, I took an art class in, um, let's see, in seventh and eighth grade. I took an art class, and that was the extent. That's the extent of my art classes, like my official art classes. But I'm always learning, and I'm always growing, and I'm always studying art. So so there are certain things that I just have, uh, just naturally. There's so much room for me to grow. I'm clear about that. I'm clear I am not, you know, killing the game in in my paintings, but it is what I enjoy, and so that matters more to me than how many schools I attended or whatever. Schools are important, and education is important, and I think that you should continue to, uh, stay educated on what your craft is. For me, that education just isn't in a school setting. So there's things that I learned from about art. Excuse me. I learned from watching other artists. I learned from my ancestors. There wasn't an artist in my family that I know of anyway. And in my head, I had there's this ancestor of mine who was an artist who guides me, and I follow that. Like I said, I watch other artists. I have favorite, artists that I look to. I love Picasso. I know I'm supposed to, but I did. I loved Picasso. I loved Basquiat, and I was late to Basquiat's work. Very late. I I didn't really know of his work until how I guess I was about maybe I had my son. I think I just had my son. No, 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 before them for sure, but somewhere around my late 20s. And I hadn't known of his work before. I don't know why, but I didn't. But I really am drawn to it. I'm drawn to that kind of art. Um, and when I saw his work, it made me feel like, yes, like this is what I do. This is what I love. This is, my kind of, like I say childlike art, but, there is, a maturity to it as well. It's not just scribbles on paper. There's a process. So I like him. I liked, Claude Monet. Um, and then there are other artists now that I enjoy who are living now. I love Sage Gallen is one of my favorite artist. I really love his work. Uh, he uses he paint. I think he paints in many different materials, acrylic, watercolor. I call him the god of watercolor because he does things with watercolor that I didn't even know could be done. So check him out. I think he's at Sage Gallon, and that's gallon like a gallon of milk. So it's sagegallon.com, or Google him and just check him out and vibe. So I love his work. Um, I love Alfreda's work. The work she is doing with abstract is, she is killing the abstract game, y'all. Please check her out. Um, and I think her website is Art by Alfreda. I think that's her website. But Google her. It's her name is Alfreda, Illinois. So check her out. Um, Thank you, by the way, for listening to this ramble. Let's see. Who else? There are so many artists. That's, the thing about listing artists and people that that you love and admire, and whose work you love and admire, is that you're gonna leave somebody out. So that's the thing. So to everybody I leave out, I love you. Okay. The other art that I absolutely love South African art. I'm so drawn to it. And people, mostly when my head was when I wore my head shaved, people used to always ask me if I was South African. People who didn't know me, obviously. And I'm not South African, but I don't know, maybe I have some maybe there is a part of me from South Africa. I don't know, but I am very much drawn. I can't name any South African artists. I don't know any of the artists from South Africa, but when I see the art, I'm drawn to just those the the patterns on the walls, um, the way they tell stories. Um, yeah, I'm just drawn to it. Um, so as far as colors are concerned, I love red is my favorite color. And if you know me, you know that about me. So I, when I'm shopping for art, I usually, I get the biggest tube of red when I can afford, when I can afford a big tube of paint. Paint is expensive, y'all. When I can afford a big thing of paint, I get a large red. So my staples are red, black, and white. So and then I add around there, but I get red paint, large red paint, large black paint, large white paint, and then I get um, these small tubes of blues and other colors that other interesting colors that I like, but red is it for me. And then there are some colors that I buy in pairs. I don't know why, but whenever I buy purple, then I buy green. And I don't know why, but I like purple and green together in a painting. So if you see some of my art, if you see purple, then you'll probably see some kind of green in there as well. Um, I don't know why. I don't know if they necessarily match, but also if you know me, you know that by the way that I dress, that matching is not of high importance to me. So my thing is, it don't gotta match, it just gotta go, and you understand. So in my world, green and purple goes, and you will deal. Um, so um so that's my thing with color. But honestly, I paint with whatever I have. and I just kind of make it work. Um, so that's my art and color journey. I hope some of this made sense to you. I love you. Please check out the art. Come to join me on my blog, on Facebook, on Instagram. And, oh, I didn't mention, so some of see, I told you always leave somebody out. But, so, I told you I don't draw much anymore, but I do like, to watch, the work of other artists who, are just beast with, that pencil. And, I love Lala DeVille's, drawing. That woman can draw. And I like her work. Um, you know, there are so many. I'm gonna stop. I'm just gonna stop, because I will be here all day long, talking about artists that I love, and we're gonna save that for another video. Enjoy, y'all. Have a good day. Love yourselves. Love your families. Love your lives. Create something. Love that thing you create, and have an amazing, amazing day.